Hello everyone, welcome to Matacrit. This is Matt Hamley. In this episode of Matacrit, we're revealing and analyzing Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That's on Disney Plus done by Marvel Studios. I'll go episode with topics and point out some Easter eggs in this episode. I'll point out in this review how hard this is for Shuri and that she'll have to have time to deal with losing her brother T'Challa in this movie. Hope this episode will inspire you to read, watch, and learn. I'll give my rating in the review. Please consider checking out my Facebook page where you can find links to Patreon and YouTube on there. I have links on my Facebook page to my blog that you want to consider checking out and going to, which that address is www.matacrit.com/blog. Before I start this review, I could use your help. My laptop's hard drive have died, and I'm going to need to get a new one. I'll let you know how to support me at the end of the review. Now on the review. When the movie begins, Shuri is trying to find a way to save her brother T'Challa, but she will not be able to. She will fail and it'll be hard for her. This is an effective way to honor Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in the Black Panther in the first film, as well as in Captain America Civil War and the last two Avenger films. The funeral was genuinely nice, and they showed the African culture and how they would honor the dead and let them know of their passing. She will struggle as she does not know how and what to do. She is working her lab to avoid what has happened to her brother. She needs help, and her mother, Queen Ramonda, is trying to help her in the best way she can. Her mother decided to have her go to a place near a body of water and have her burn the funeral attire for T'Challa away. Her mother is right that she needs to let this go. If she does not do this, this will eat her up and she will not be able to move on with her life. This is where they will meet Namor, who tells them that he had to deal with the service drawers looking for vibranium. He tells them if they are searching for it in the oceans. He's concerned that this could destroy the sea and he will be looking for vengeance against the service drawers. He wants them to make an alliance with his people to deal with the service drawers. Both Queen Ramonda and Shuri have their doubts. This would make sense that they must consider what other options they have. They go back to the palace. The guard who's the general of the army for the kingdom of Wakanda is Koi. Koi tells Queen Ramonda that Shuri should go with her and that this would be good for her. Queen Ramonda does not like this idea, but Shuri tells her that she wants and needs to do this. They end up going to Virginia, and there is beautiful scene in the movie where the viewer sees Everett Ross running on a trail in the woods. This reminds me of how before I got knee problems and how I loved to run on the Greenway. Those knee problems are the result of me hitting one of my knees on the steering wheel or the dashboard of my vehicle that was in the terrible automobile accident. It's how I love to exercise, and it's good to see this here. I take walks now on the Greenway, and that is just as nice as it was to run. It is beautiful. Okoye and Shuri later meets up with Everett Ross and asks him some questions. Everett Ross lets them know that they need to get to a kid before the CIA does. That kid is none other than Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. She's supposed to have her TV series on Disney Plus. It is important to this series because she is not well known like Iron Man. She needs to be able to have this done so that the viewer can see and how she becomes Ironheart. According to IMDb, her series should come out this year and will have 6 episodes. Some may say that is not enough, but it should be. It worked for the Hawkeye series, Miss Marvel. If you want to know more about what I thought about those two series, then please check out my review of those 2 series on my channel. I'll have you click on links to 2 playlists for both of these series at the end of this video. The reason I say this about Ironheart is because you need to have her get an AI message from Tony Stark. This would be important so that the viewer can see that happen. I reviewed an Ironheart comic book on this channel. You want to check that review to what I thought of that book. I'll have you click a link to watch as well right now. The movie will end up Namor targeting Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. Shuri and Okoye must do their best to protect Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. Namor wants to kill her, but Shuri is trying to convince him after he takes her and Riri Williams to his underwater headquarters. Later, Shuri sees his world and what he's trying to protect. Ramonda asks Nakia to help to get Shuri back from Namor. Nakia will agree to do this as she is still from Wakanda, even though she is in Haiti trying to help those who need it. She will go after Shuri and rescue Riri Williams, and this will cause a war with Namor in this world. No, it is not surprised to see Namor in this movie, and yes, he's like Aquaman, and that he can swim underwater. He and Aquaman are different. Aquaman does not believe in destroying the Cerberus world. Namor has no love for the Cerberus, as he tells Shuri. He will end up killing Queen Ramonda in this movie. This will cause Shuri to decide to find a way to recreate the planet that gave the Black Panther his or her powers. She will find out that it can be done. She ends up drinking it and she goes to the ancestral plane. She thought it did not exist, but she finds out that it does. Who she ends up with there will will not be who the viewer would expect to see. She tells Nakia Maluko that she wants to kill Namor. She tells him that this is how she sees it. They both tell her that revenge is not good. He tells her this will not be good, and yes, we have books and know of this being of Namor. He is dangerous and will not be good if you kill him. You will just start a war with his world. Revenge is never good and does not bring about the change and the healing you are looking for. The movie has twists and turns. The things that the viewer expects to see happen, it does not. One believes that Shuri is so filled with anger and hate she will give in to those feelings. She will show the viewer who she really is. Her mother will challenge her. The fighting styles that they find in this movie have martial arts in them. How Okoye uses her bow that is made from the vibranium and how it is one with strike. I will show you a move. I will show you something of a video with moves, and this person's really good. You want to watch this video, reading this in the blog post on my website. I'll have you watch a video of a person using the bow staff. She has a black belt and she is good. I hope you enjoy it. Because my knowledge of bow staff is very limited, but hers is very good. Hey guys, I'm going to let you watch all the video. It's going to be a little over 8 minutes, but it's worth the watch because, like I said, her knowledge is a lot more extensive than mine. In terms of bow staff, I have very limited knowledge, maybe 4th degree, but it's one of the few weapons I did not get a lot of training on. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samri, and today I'm going to be teaching you 5 easy tricks that you can learn how to do. Bow staff is actually from Century Martial Arts. I saw it and I was obsessed with like the color combination, so I decided to get this one. If you're looking for a good bow staff to use, check out all of the options on the Century website. They have so many to choose from, whether you want a traditional bow staff or a competition one like this. They have a bunch of different colors as well. Also, if you use my code SAMRI10, you can get 10% off anything on the Century Martial Arts website. If you are really interested in learning the bow staff and you're still a beginner, I have a whole course that you might want to check out. It is called Beginner Bow Staff, and pretty much in the course, I teach you all of the strikes, I teach you tricks, I teach you rules, I teach you a throw, and I even teach you how to do an entire form. So I put together a combination into a form with kicks and tricks, and I break it down so you can follow along and learn everything for beginner bow staff. I will leave the course link in the description below if you want to check it out, and let's go ahead and start learning the 5 easy tricks that you can do for a beginner bow staff. Okay, so the first trick that we're learning is a hand roll. So to do a hand roll, what I want you to do is find the middle of your bow staff and then go a little bit closer to the end that your pinky is closest to, like this. From here, all you're gonna do is rotate the bow staff around towards your pinky. You're gonna let it roll around the back of your hand and catch the other side, okay? So one more time, you're a little bit offset from the center. You're gonna roll it around the back and catch the other side. You can also do this going on the way back. So instead of rotating this way, we're gonna rotate back this way now. Ready? Just like that. So we can do one way and the other way. Okay, as you get the hang of it, it's easier if you go a little bit quicker. Just make sure that you can do both sides. One side and then the other side. Some things that you wanna watch out for is make sure that you're not tossing it. It should be touching your hand the entire time. You don't want it to be jumping up in there and catching. That is a whole different trick, so just make sure it is a straight roll like this. This is a great easy beginner trick to learn, and then you can add it into other things like a figure 8 hand roll that looks like this, or you can add it right before a throw. There are so many ways you can put it in a combination, but it is a good first step. Just learn how to do a hand roll and then you can go into a strike, whatever you want. Just practice those hand rolls first. Okay, trick number 2 is gonna be a fake neck roll. A fake neck roll looks really cool, especially when you're spinning, because it kind of looks like an illusion. So to learn the fake neck roll, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the center and you're gonna put both sides of your hands like this, so your palms are facing towards you. Get it really close to your neck, and what you're gonna do is let go with one hand, put it down by your side, and the hand that's holding onto it, take it behind your back on that side like this. Then you're just gonna come back to the middle. Okay, same thing on the other side. Drop the other hand, take it to the side. Okay, let's just get used to making that motion, back and forth like this. You got it. So from here, you're actually gonna start here on the back like this, and you're gonna go one fake neck roll all the way to the other side. Just like that. Try and make it nice and smooth. Stay close to your neck, just to give it the illusion that it's spinning a lot more times than it actually is. Once you get the hang of it, what you can do is do your fake neck roll, and with the other hand, you can either do a palm strike, you can do a punch, you can do a low block, whatever else you want to do with that free hand. Now to add the spinning portion. So all you're going to do is the same movement. You're going to start over on one side, and you're going to spin your body the same direction that you're spinning your bow staff. When you step for the first step as you're spinning, this is where you grab it together in the front of your neck. As you step out, that's when you rotate it to the other side to finish the move. So one more time on the way back, I'm stepping forward, I'm grabbing the center, I'm stepping around, it's coming around, and like I said, this free hand, do whatever you want with it. As it becomes easier, you can make it faster, make it smoother, so it looks more like an illusion that it's spinning more times than it actually is. And that is your fake neck roll. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna learn is called an overhand switch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the bow staff and we're gonna balance it on the top of our hand like this. So just find a place where it's just gonna be balanced. For me, it's like at the top, like the bottom part of my fingers, right in the middle of my hand, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna take it behind you, over your head, and then catch it behind. Now, in order to be able to do this trick, what you're gonna do is have your hand out here like this. You're gonna bring it over and then bring it down. Now, one thing that you don't wanna do is try and go straight over your head like this. You're rotating through the outside, and that's what makes it easier to catch behind you. So one more time, it is balancing. Once I get it over to this high part, I'm gonna let it fall to the side of my hand and then just catch it on the way down. Okay, so from a side view, this is what it looks like. One more time. And what you can do with your other hand, let's say that we were in a punch here into the beginning part of your form and you're about to go into the fast part, you're gonna grab it, and this hand can do a low block, this hand can do a palm strike, whatever you want. It's just an illusion that the bow staff is floating behind you and you are catching it. Practice this trick a lot. It is a great way to incorporate it into your form. Okay, the next easy trick that we're gonna learn is just gonna be an overhead spin. Looks like this. Try not to hit the walls in my house. Just like this. Okay, in order to do this, what you're gonna do is start with your hand in the middle, and let's go ahead and just bring it straight up above our head. You're gonna have your hand palm facing you. You're gonna spin the bow staff towards you, and then you're just gonna catch a side, bring it over to the other side. Okay, it's the same movement if you know how to do a spin like this. Same motion. So we're gonna start up pointing down towards the ground. We're gonna lift it up over our heads. We're gonna rotate, catch another hand, and bring it back down. Let me show you so that you can follow along like this. We're over here, we're gonna come up, rotate, grab, switch hands, point to the other side. This is a really fun trick to just add in between moves. So let's say you're in a strike. What you can do is rotate it up and go to the other side. You can even do this, I don't know if I have enough room, if you're spinning at the same time, right into going into the next strike. Practice this, make it faster, make it smoother, and just add it into whatever combination you're using with your bow staff. Okay, the last easy trick that I have for you with a bow staff is gonna be an elbow roll. So we learned how to do a hand roll earlier. This is gonna be the same concept, but instead with your elbow. So you're gonna start off by grabbing it just like you did for the first part of your hand roll. You're gonna bring your elbow over like this. So mine's just touching my hand's touching my shoulder in a tight fist, and my elbow sticking out right in front of me. So all you're gonna do is rotate, make sure the center touches all the way, rolls around, and catch on the other side. It's easier to do if you do it a little faster. Just like that. This is a really fun trick to add in. Maybe you're doing a figure 8, you wanna add it into a elbow roll like this. Just mix it up. A lot about bow staff and weapons in general is just being creative and putting your own flair to all the tricks. So try and experiment, find out what works for you, what you like to do, create a new trick if you can, and just have fun with it. I hope that you enjoyed all of the 5 easy tricks. Make sure that if you do want to learn more about bow staff, you can check out my course for beginner bow staff. In the course, I teach you all the strikes, tricks, rolls, and a combination that you can do. I put it into a whole form and some alterations that you can do with some kicks and some tricks as well. I will leave that link in the description below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any videos, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys, have an awesome week training.
Shuri fights in a style that is old school martial arts. T'Challa, who was played by the late Chadwick Boseman, fought in UFC style. Those fighters are good. You can watch those fights on ESPN or ESPN Plus. I'll leave the links to UFC videos on YouTube and my blog in the description below to watch those fights. It's not to be revealed, nothing more revealed here. It does bring the viewer to the climax of this movie, and this will end Phase 4. Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania will begin Phase 5. I reviewed that movie on my channel and would recommend to watch and read that review on my blog if you enjoyed this review. You can click that link right now to watch it. I'll give you my rating. I give Black Panther Wakanda Forever a 10 out of 10. It was fun, but does an extra job of keeping the viewer entertained and engaged. If you like heartfelt movies and movies that tell a compelling story, this movie is it. It's not afraid to hit a certain truth. Revenge is never justified. It will not bring back those that you lose. The way you honor those people is showing mercy and looking for justice to what has happened. I love how Shuri reunions Bond in this film. Shuri will learn a secret from Nakia. Nakia has a person in life who is important. Who is that person? If you know the answer, please leave your answer in the comment section below. Thank you. Go to art.america.com and check out my website, and you'll find links to other sites such as PayPal, Patreon, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. The store is now live on my website where you can buy merchandise to help support the channel, like this cool shirt that I'm wearing. The gift card is also available and will make a great gift for those to give to their loved ones for birthdays and other special occasions. The link to my blog is there as well that you want to check out, as I told you, at www.mattercrit.com/blog. If you get a benefit for either of these, please consider helping to support it any way that you can. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to Mattercrit. This is Matthew. In this video, we'll be opening a box that I just got for merchandise. This was a Christmas present from my mother. This is my merchandise, so I'll show you what it will look like. It will come from a company called Hand Creators. You should be able to see a label right here that says that. Most content creators have them come from third parties. It will come from people like Amazon or TeePublic to use as examples. I will now open the box. So, just give me a minute, because I also need to use a knife at first, but I did it. And there we go. Here's the 2 shirts. Okay, they come in a bag. There's the invoice. You can see right there. It says, the bag says, read, watch, and learn. Pretty cool. I didn't know what it would look like myself until I got these, so here we go. I'm going to put this here. Just put that to the floor. And now here are the 2 shirts I got. They're both white, as you can see. And it says, here's one that says Mattercrit. This is a large. Okay, these are the type-based shirts. Read, watch, and learn. Let's see how it looks when I put it over my sweatshirt here. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just writing them right now, as you can see. Pretty cool. Looks like it fits. I'll take it off, because I want to see what the other one looks like. And here's the other shirt. Says Metacritic, and get this unfolded. This is a medium shirt. It's another type-based shirt. Here we go. And I'm going to put it on. This one's probably a little tighter since I'm more of a large, but heck, I can't even get it over me, so there you go. I am glad you got to see the merchandise for my channel. Please go to www.mattercrit.com and click on shop and buy your own set of merchandise to help support the channel. Today, you are supporting me as well, so that it will make it easier for me to keep doing this. Thank you. Check out my review of Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania by clicking this link right now. Please check out my playlist review of Ms. Marvel by clicking this link right now. Please check out this link to check out my playlist reviews of Hawkeye by clicking this link right now. Thank you. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos the Bond's video. Please let me know what covered down the road in the comment section below. Please share the video, you know, so my channel can grow. Please sign up and become a patron on my Patreon page by clicking this link right now, or sign up for YouTube members to help support the channel. At the bottom of this video, doing either of these things will help. Thank you for watching the video and reading this blog if you're on my website. And by the way, YouTube membership should come at the end of this. Thank you.